Hi witches, supposed to be. This is WhiteRaven over here. Today's Monday, so happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Happy Monday, witches! Thank you for being here with me one more Monday. I'm excited to be here as every Monday because I'm super happy to be here with you every single week. And today I have a really interesting video for you guys today that was not on schedule, but this is an experience that I had this week and I felt very urged to share this with you because it has almost something to do with the video that we did last week about protection when you're doing hexes. This is a different type of protection on when we go to places and we pick up dark energies, dark vibes, evil vibes, weird vibes. You know, it happens. It happens a lot, especially to us witches. This is something that I want to share with you. It happened to Charlie this week. I'm going to tell you how we got rid of it and how we fix it. So if this happens to you, you know what to do and how to fix it yourself. If this is something that interests you, stick around because it's coming up right now. Well, witches, thank you so much for all the love in the video that I shared last night. I went on a witchy hole yesterday and it was so much fun. And that brings me to ask you, listen witches, if you need anything that you want me to sell in the website, if there's any particular things that you want me to bring into the website, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to look and search for you. Your wish is my command. If I make you happy, I am happier, you know? So I'm here for you witches. That's all I have to say about that. Thank you for the support and for all the emails. I've been having really good questions in my emails and that really makes me so excited. Encountering good questions in my emails rather than, oh, WhiteRaven, can you give me a spell for this? Oh, WhiteRaven, can't. Listen, if you want a spell, go into my channel. This is what you're going to do. You're going to come in here into my YouTube channel. I have hundreds of videos with spells. Please check first in here before you ask me. But let's get into the video. So, my beautiful Charlie's moving. So this past week, she went to another state. She went to New York from all places to check out the apartment that she was supposed to rent, right? She went ahead, she rented the space, and she's very excited. She did a virtual tour. Okay, so listen to this, which is listen up. She did the virtual tour, so she saw the space on a video. So she goes and she visits the place. And the funny thing is that she's telling me that prior to getting into this place, she started feeling some type of way. And you know, which is when we go into a place and it's completely the opposite. Like, for example, when we are at the beach, right? And we feel like, oh, vacation, you feel all the breeze, you feel in such bliss, right? Or maybe you are hiking and you look out the mountains and you feel all this feeling of grandiosity and just this magical feeling, right? That you get in some places. Well, the same thing happened, but the opposite when you go to places and you feel some type of way, right? So Charlie's gonna go see her apartment, and this place is a basement in a house in New York, and this house is over 100 years old. And it's funny because I remember telling her, it's like, oh, Charlie, this house is an old house, right? This is going to be, maybe you're going to see some ghosties in there. Charlie is extremely sensitive, very super sensitive. She's a Scorpio, and I tend to believe that water signs are extremely sensitive. So Charlie is very sensitive. So again, prior to going to this place, she started feeling a certain way. She started feeling dread. She started feeling like, she started getting like flashbacks of bad moments and bad experiences. So she tells me that she goes into the place and she was describing the feeling that she was having when she was touring the place. She already had paid the rent, the deposit, everything, which is everything. She was ready to move. She went there to get the keys. She only saw this space with a video, a virtual tour. Okay, so watch out, witches, because this could happen to you as well. So Charlie goes, do the tour, sees the whole apartment, realizes this place is no good at all. And then she comes back home here to Virginia, and my child is in high distress. I felt it immediately. I'm her mama. You're gonna feel it. I'm gonna know she picked up something. There was something that I felt as her, not only as a witch, but also as her mom. And I feel my child pick up something in this place. Not only that, witches, when I saw the pictures, I felt it myself. It's like, there's something really dark in that basement. Really dark. So this is what I did. And this is something that I suggest for you to do if you ever feel the same way, or if you ever encounter such experience. Sometimes we walk in different places in which we have completely unaware that something either bad happening there, or for whatever reason there's a little vortex of darker energy in that particular spot. In this world, there's many reasons for that. We're not going to be able to have our guards high 100,000% all the time. So if this happens to you, this is what I did, and this is usually what I do. Whenever you feel that you have picked up something somewhere, the first thing that you need to do once you come home is you go outside and you're going to smudge yourself. Very important. Now, obviously, I'm Charlie's mom, so I did this for Charlie. If you can do it for you, fantastic. If you have somebody that can do it for you, even better. The first thing that I did was we stand outside of the house. You want to stand outside of your place. And if you live in an apartment, which I strongly suggest for you to go somewhere else outside of your house. So the first thing that we did was stand outside, and I use Palo Santo for smudging. Now you can use different things for smudging. You don't have to use Palo Santo. I use Palo Santo in Charlie's particular case because of specific reasons why we use Palo Santo on Charlie. I personally like camphor, but for Charlie, I use Palo Santo. Charlie has a lot of native on her. I relate Palo Santo to native, so we use Palo Santo on Charlie. You can use whatever smudging herb you like to use. If you like to use lemongrass, if you like to use sage, a lot of people like to use sage. If you like to use any other type of herbs for smudging, then that's what you're going to do. So in my particular case, again, I used Palo Santo with Charlie. We went outside and I started smudging her with Palo Santo. And so in that case, I'm going to go around her entire body from the top of her crown all the way to her toes, smudging her. And that's what you're going to do if this happens to you. That's the first thing that you're going to do. Now, you have to pay attention to the back of your neck, because in many traditions it is believed that darker energies and just evil stuff could enter through your back, through the back of your neck. I mean, think about it a little bit, okay? When we're very stressed out, when we're working and we're really stressed out, where is the first place where you feel the pain? In your shoulders, in your traps. In the same sense, we truly believe, or at least I believe, that all that evil energy comes through the back of your neck. So while you are smudging yourself, or the other person is smudging you, it is very important that you get into a trance and communicate with your spirits in the other side. Last week we were talking in the video that I make about how important it is for you to establish some type of good relationship with your spiritual world, with your allies in the other side. That could be your ancestors, that could be deities, that could be saints, that could be angels, whoever it is that you like to have in the other side. Last week in the video when we were talking about how to protect ourselves when we're doing magic and hexes, right? I told you, you must have good relationship with the spirits in the other side, because they are your allies and they're going to be the first ones coming to your help when you need them. So what you're smudging the person, what you're smudging yourself, or somebody else is smudging you, you need to get into that trance and call upon your spiritual world to come and defend you and annihilate whatever it is that is bothering you. It is very important that you enter that trance, that you enter that meditation state. Concentrate and visualize that picture, which is you are calling upon all of your protectors in the other side to come and assist you in such moment. You're going to repeat the smudging and you're going to go around yourself, or you know, the person is going to smudge you as many times and as long as it takes. This is such a ritual. So if you have to do this for half an hour, if you have to light up 20 sticks of Palo Santo, that's what's going to happen. But you need to do it until you're ready to say, okay, I'm good now. Once you finish, you are going to come inside your house and you're going to grab an egg. That's going to be the last thing. You know, when you have like dead skin on you, right? You need to scrub that off too, all right? The energy is gone, but there's like physical feelings in your skin when you're removing dark energy. It just feels like you're dirty. So we went inside, we grabbed an egg, and I started from the top of her head and then all the way down. And when you're going all the way down, which is you have to visualize and focus and peeling stuff out, right? Just ripping things out of the skin. Imagine you're ripping like tape or a band-aid. You're just ripping things out of the skin, and you're just gonna grab that with, imagine your egg is like a brush, and you're brushing things out of your skin. That's just the remnants of that dirty, nasty, gunky energy that you pick up in a place. So you take all that, you crack the egg, put it in the toilet bowl, flush it, and then, or you even take a bath, you're gonna go outside, far away from your house. And when I say far away, it's not that you have to go in the car and drive like 20 miles from your house, but just walk away from your house surroundings and just toss the eggshells far away from you. And when you toss it, you have to say, whatever was picked up, it is returned back. Done. Walk away, don't look back, and go home. You're going to go home and you're going to take a bath. It's very important that after doing all this stuff, you're going to take a bath. My favorite thing to take a bath with is Florida water bath salts. That's my favorite, period. I will not deviate from that. I use my own, so this is what Charlie uses as well. You're gonna rub those salts all over your body, and then you're going to rinse yourself up. You can add to that Florida water a little bunch of hyssop. Hyssop is one of the most common herbs for cleansing and taking away that gunk of evil energy and dark energy. So hyssop is really important. Hyssop and Florida water and salt is some of the things that you always want to have at home, because listen, witches, when we are witches, we are going to open doors to the spiritual world. There is no other way around. Okay, so understand this. If you're new here, I'm not saying this for you to get scared, but I'm going to remind you that if you start doing witchcraft, witches, we work with the spiritual world. So you're going to be opening doors to the spiritual world. So you have to be prepared, because sooner or later, this may happen, and don't be afraid. Witches, is really not that difficult to get rid of all these things. You got what it takes to do it. Just make sure that you're prepared, because like we say in Spanish, en guerra avisada no muere gente. If I'm telling you the wolf is coming, make sure you are ready for the wolf. So you're going to take a bath with the salts. Once you're done, you come out of your bath, and last thing is perfume yourself with some Florida water or some other kind of spiritual cologne that's going to make you feel better. It's going to balance out your energy, your vibrations, your whole vibe. And you know what, witch? Understand and be certain that you're done. You're clean. You did it. It's very important that you believe this, you see it, and you trust yourself that you have done what you have to do. And good for you, witch. Good for you. So this is a very easy ritual for you to follow. If you feel like you have gotten into a place and pick up some energy that does not belong to you, and it's just really dark energy. In Jason Miller's book, Protection and Reversal Magic, we talk about different ways in which you can pick up stuff. And one of the ways is by walking in places where there's some type of stagnant energy from before. Maybe somebody did some type of seance in a place that, you know, that was not very nice. Maybe something dramatic happening in the specific place. Or there's just places in the world that are just vortexes for darker stuff. It just happens. I want you to be aware. You know, it's funny because you guys know how much I love the Ouija board, and I love so many things. I mean, and I love my spirits. I love my ghosties. I really do. And a lot of people tell me, oh, WhiteRaven, I shouldn't be playing with Ouija boards. I think this is so crazy because you're going to be opening portals to bad things. Listen, the portal is open. I am a witch. I am constantly in communication with the spiritual world. What I can do is have guardians and guard myself and protect myself. The more I know, the more I practice, the lighter is that beacon out there for the spiritual world, good and bad, which is good and bad. So be certain that you have what it takes to get rid of all this, to control this, to handle all this. Understand it. Don't be afraid. You got it. It's better if you're prepared for when that happens, then you know what to do, than not being prepared and be freaking out because something really bad has happened to you and you don't know what to do. To resume, go outside and smudge yourself. Go inside and do an egg cleansing. Flush the egg and throw away outside the egg shells. And last, take your bath, and when you come out of your bath, perfume yourself with any of the waters that you prefer that are going to make you feel all wholesome again. It's really important, witches, that you are always ahead of the game. It's not hard, witches. You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes. And that's it, witches. Thank you so much for being with me yet another Monday. I hope this gave you clarity, and I hope this gave you some type of peace of mind, so at least you know what to do if something like this happens to you. A lot of these products are going to be obviously in my website, so you can visit my website, WhiteRaven and witchesbear.com, and you'll see a lot of this stuff in there. Also, make sure to visit me in Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram. Say hi, stick around. Email me at alayerofthewitch@yahoo.com if you have any questions in regards to magic. If you want to request for me to share a video in here with you of a specific spell, let me know what video you would like me to make in which type of spell. And also, witches, let me know if you want something specific for me to bring into my side, because your wish is my command. I'm always happy to please you guys. Witches, you must stay so very smart. So very smart. Knowledge is power. But above all, in this world, you must stay so very wicked. Bye.